So the morning routine was over, and now we are talking about the afternoons. Isn't it? The last question was, what time do you get back? What time do you clock out, or what time do you get back? Now, what is something very important about the morning routine? You learn some vocabulary. Like, how are your mornings? My mornings can be interesting, hectic, boring. Now, if you say that my mornings are boring, it means you are such a boring person. You have nothing interesting to do. Where's the microphone? Many students have answered the questions. My mornings are dull. My mornings are boring. तो उसका तो एक ही आंसर है ना. अगर तुम्हारा mornings interesting नहीं है, it shows that what kind of a person you are. You are such a boring person that you have nothing interesting on your mind. But if you say my mornings are hectic, my mornings are interesting, it means you have a lot of fun activities to do. And you look forward to your mornings. अगर आपको लग रहा है वो वही सेम बोरिंग रूटीन, तो आज का नया दिन है, तो उसको सेलिब्रेट नहीं करते हैं. Your life should be, you have to celebrate every day of your life. अगर आप बोल रहे हैं कि my mornings are boring, it means you have made your programmed yourself to being a very boring person. Somebody who is interesting will always find something nice to do. Like listen to some new music, write some poetry, think about something new, cooking something special. कोई कहीं ना कहीं से एक सीखने का या कुछ करने का, कुछ नया करने का. The fun is to celebrate each day. So अगर आप कहते हैं मेरा मॉर्निंग इंटरेस्टिंग होता है, it means आप ऑलरेडी प्लान कर लेते हैं एक रात पहले कि कल क्या क्या मुझे करना है. I never find my mornings very boring because there are so many things on my mind. बहुत कुछ करने का होता है. And I look at life in a very positive way. तो सुबह उठ के भी वही लेटे हुए हैं बेड पे, सोच रहे हैं कि फिर वही सुबह वही डेली रूटीन. Your daily routine can be converted into a very interesting routine. You can start your day with a new thought of the day. You'll write something. Start with writing something in your diary. If you say my mornings are hectic, it means your mornings are very hectic. You have to manage your time. तो ऐसे लोगों को के लिए जिनका mornings बहुत hectic होता है, they should get up a little earlier. थोड़ा और पहले उठेंगे तो hectic नहीं होगा. Like the moment you wake up. Now, how many of you wake up and go back to sleep again? नींद तो खुल जाती है, लेकिन फिर सो जाते हैं. जब नींद खुल जाती है, that is the first knock कि अभी आपको बिस्तर छोड़ देना है. नींद लगा है. पहला नॉक उसी वक्त होता है. अगर नींद खुल गई, आलस तो बहुत लगता है. हर किसी को चाहिए कि थोड़ा और ले, थोड़ा और. वो कभी, that is never ending process. 10 मिनट सो जाओगे तो लगेगा 5 मिनट और, 5 मिनट और. तो वैसे आप क्या कर रहे हैं? आप अपना ही लाइफ फोर्स को कम कर रहे हैं. नहीं, I get up the moment I cannot tell you what time I get up. जिस वक्त भी, the moment I wake up, I leave my bed. Immediately, not आज की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, आपसे कम उम्र के थे तब से, जब से हम स्कूल में थे. Not talking about today. And हम लोग काम करते करते schedule जो रात का होता है, that is equally hectic. Going home at 7:30, 7, and to the kitchen preparing food. By the time I sleep, it's already almost 11 o'clock. Then I get up early because देखो वर्क इज अ हैबिट, जितनी आप काम करोगे, मैंने कहा एड ऑन, ये सब एड ऑन्स है, मुझे ये करना, मुझे वो करना, मुझे वो करना, एड ऑन्स है। और क्या है, these are add-ons, yes. I have to feed the birds, I have to take care of my pet, I have to do this, I have to prepare something good for lunch, I have to prepare something interesting for breakfast, and yeah, of course I have to spend time with my son also. वो सब कुछ करते हुए कैसे टाइम बच जाता है, हर चीज के लिए टाइम मिल कैसे जाता है, बिकॉज आई गिव सम एड ऑन। और वर्क इज अ हैबिट। और तो कहते हैं कि यू एट योर एज आप बहुत ज्यादा काम कर लेते हैं, लाइक सुबह से रात तक काम, फिर यहाँ के पढ़ाना, फिर बैक टू बैक क्लासेस, वन आफ्टर द अदर, हेक्टिक स्केड्यूल, बैक टू बैक। तो क्या कैसे हो रहा है ये? नहीं, इट्स अ हैबिट, वर्क इज अ हैबिट। अरे छोड़ो आज नहीं जाते हैं।
And because you have a good time management skills.
No, because I have made work a habit. And secondly, now most importantly, I enjoy my work. I enjoy life, every second of the life. Like I am happy when I see the face of my pet looking at me. Oh, yeah, yeah. ऐसा नहीं कि, and my husband is very angry. Oh yeah, enjoy यहाँ से। उसका वही है, उठो 6 बज गया, अच्छा 5 मिनट और, 6:30 हो रहा, अच्छा 5 मिनट और। I said it's 7 o'clock, get up. Oh. And then
10 minutes become 1 hour.
So what happens? And I said because of you. Anyways, तो वर्क को हैबिट बनाइए, तो आप हमेशा आपको लगेगा कि आप कुछ अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। Even if I, whatever work that I do, I make it an event. एक event हो जाता है मेरे लिए। Like coming to the class, going back home, and then doing this, that, and the other. You know, housewife, and a mother is a doctor, a mother is a housewife, a mother is a cook, a mother is a person who cleans up, a mother is a teacher, a mother is the HR, the mother is the manager, the mother is the CEO, the mother is somebody who drives the home, right? So a lot of responsibilities that you have to acquire. और ये बिना add-on classes के नहीं होता। Cooking सीखा, ये सीखा, वो सीखा, सब सीखा, add-ons. So the more you work, the skilled you will be, the more skilled you will be. And no will, no skill. I wanted to do this, so I did it. I have always wanted to make life interesting. Like catching you guys up for sing a song, catching students up to write a poetry. Okay, let us hear your poetry. So something is always better than nothing. And पढ़ाई तो सब करते हैं. Teacher is always number one. A teacher should be the motivator. A person who can motivate, use your skills, help you to develop your own skills, right? And be a self-reliant person. Self-reliant कैसे? आत्मनिर्भर होना घर में. For example, आप ये दे रखे, ये नहीं करे. So what? You must. I get a lot of advices. Ma'am, keep a maid, keep a cook who can cook for you. हमके उसका खाना बनाया तो कोई खाएगा ही नहीं.
Yourself?
Yes, I told you I don't do my own cooking. Yeah, I don't cook myself. अपने आप को cook नहीं करना है, but I cook for myself. So that is why the morning routine. Still, I'm still on my morning routine. What makes a morning interesting is the person itself, the person herself, the person himself. So अगर आप कहते हैं my mornings are boring, it means what? A boring, dull person that you are, that you have nothing to look forward to, you have nothing new to do. If nothing, listen to some good music. Huh? Doing something good. Look around and you'll always find something good to do, right? So some vocabulary was there. I do house chores. House chores का मतलब क्या हुआ? घर के काम. I run errands. My mornings are hectic because I have to run errands. I do house chores. which keep me busy. अब ऐसा नहीं कि बहुत गुस्से में कर रहे हैं या पैर पटक के कर रहे हैं या कुछ कहना करना है तो there should always be a smile on your face, because you know smiles will take you miles. A smiling face of a woman or a mother or a sister will always help motivate you. So you are going to be one person, and a gift, a smile is a beautiful gift. So make yourself be interesting and spread your creativity around. Find out something good to do, your hobbies, your interests. There is something always around the corner, very close to you. So kariye. And of course, the morning shows the day. और आप देख लीजिएगा, उसको पक्का बांध के रख लीजिए. जिस दिन आप समय से पहले उठ गए हैं, उस दिन आपको दिन अच्छा होना ही होना है. Why? Because you have put in more extra time. और जिनको क्लास में नींद आती है उनसे डल पसंद तो है ही नहीं. जिनका नींद कभी पूरी कभी होती ही नहीं, क्लास में भी सो रहे होते हैं. So they are making themselves. Are you not preparing yourself for the future? What lessons will you give to your family, to your children, to your people? So the morning routine was already done, and now the afternoons. And of course, most importantly, all these the questions from talk time. One question, one paragraph or presentation. Like the other question which was interesting was, what time do you have breakfast? Now here we are not talking about I have my breakfast at 8 o'clock. No. The importance of healthy food. Why today's youngsters are all thronging to the junk food, the joints or eating joints, the eateries, the KFCs, avoid that.
KFC is not healthy.
Junk food, like what is KFC? Chicken. Make your own chicken. Anything which is frozen is not healthy. So here we're talking about the importance of health. People who have been eating a lot of samosas and junk food, they are into a lot of diseases like blood pressure, diabetes, stomach problem, bloating. So why not adapt a healthy lifestyle? So one question equals to paragraph speaking. Either when you're writing or when you're speaking, it will trigger you to talking. That is why the module name is Talk Time. Now about the afternoons. What are your, how do you start? No, afternoons, you're more or less you are in the college, isn't it? My afternoons, I am here with a person who's working full time. So afternoons, every day the same. But yeah, here we're talking about afternoons on vacations and holidays. Like what time do you go back? You clock in, you clock out at, you clock out from CIMAGE College and you reach home at
3 o'clock.
3. So more or less your afternoons or lunchtime spent at CIMAGE only. So here we're talking about on vacations, on Sundays, on weekends. क्या करते हैं? What do you do?
All the pending work. Yes, ma'am.
Let me see to all the interesting answers or all the boring answers. And if you sleep off the afternoon, you are one retired person. Before you are old, you have retired already. Anyways, now the questions.
Retiring is
On vacations and holidays, the question is for the afternoons, when do you have lunch? Right now? If I will ask you to come and ask questions, I want questions in your copy. What time do you have lunch and what do you like having? What do you like having? क्या लेना पसंद करते हैं लंच में और क्या क्या खाते हैं वो नहीं पूछा जा रहा है. What that was already done in the morning. Now from question number 7 you will start writing about the afternoons. What do you, when do you have lunch? And what do you like having? क्या आप लेना पसंद करते हैं? And then of course after lunch you will have time to, enough time in your hands. So what do? How do you spend your afternoons? What do you do in the evenings or how do you spend your evenings? So your afternoon starts with lunch time के बाद post lunch. Post lunch क्या करते हैं? Lunch के बाद क्या करते हैं? Answers मैं लिखवा नहीं रही हूँ. I'm just giving you the questions. और probable answers क्या हो सकता है? Up till 9, question number 9. What do you do in the evenings? यहाँ बंद हो जाता है afternoon से लेके evening तक का समय और रात के questions बाद में आप लिखेंगे. Now let's back to get the first question. What? When do you have lunch? What is the best time for having lunch? Technically?
12 to 2.
The best time is before 2 o'clock.
Yes.
तो आप 12 से 2 तक में आप अगर नहीं बनाए अपनी आदत तो बना लीजिए. Eating habits should be cultivated properly. ठीक है, कॉलेज में आप रहते हैं तो कॉलेज जाने के बाद तो खा ही लेते हैं ना. All right, टाइम के बाद I usually I have light lunch. मतलब बहुत ज्यादा नहीं खाते लंच में. And technically भी देखा जाए, you can have a heavy breakfast, light lunch, and at night उससे भी कम. लेकिन होता क्या है? एकदम उल्टा होता है. नाश्ता नहीं करते, स्किप करते हैं, बिस्किट्स खा लिया, एक ब्रेड खा लिया, हो गया. और लंच में जो इंडियन स्टाइल है, चावल, राइस, दाल एंड हेवी, एंड रात में तो और भी हेवी खाते. बिल्कुल उल्टा होना चाहिए, वो नहीं होना चाहिए. रात में जितना लाइट खाइए. सबसे अधिक ब्रेकफास्ट में खाइए, उसे थोड़ा कम लंच में खाइए, उसे थोड़ा कम डिनर में खाइए. This is technically proven to be a healthy lifestyle. And many people feel कि आप डाइटिंग करेंगे तो नाश्ता नहीं करते हैं. वो क्या होता है, बाय द टाइम लंच टाइम इतने भूखे हो जाते हैं कि वो डबल ट्रिपल भी हो जाता है उनका. तो साइंटिफिकली प्रूव किया हुआ है, यू कैन हैव हैवी ब्रेकफास्ट, थोड़ा सा कम लंच में, थोड़ा सा उससे भी कम डिनर. So what do you prefer having भी कर सकते हैं. What do you like having? You can also write what do you prefer having. What do you like or what do you prefer? As I'm health conscious, I'm very particular. I include these things in my lunch. Those who want to remain healthy will always have a fruit at lunchtime.
Fruit at lunchtime. First is like normal routine.
Okay, we'll discuss this in the next class. Whatever you want to say, come here and say.